In order to be able to move here, we have one crucial missing step, which is getting our well pump in and getting the water tested. This is Simple Living with Biata. I'm building my dream home and homestead from scratch. Last year I brought in utilities and developed the land, and this year is the home building series. Last week I left you off really sick and I hadn't been here in 6 days. I really got sick. I basically spent 2 full days in bed after my doors didn't fit. I would love to fix these door openings and get all the doors in, but honestly, that's just not the way this is going to work. The other week, my friend came by and dug a hole right beside our well. So everything is required to be 4 feet underground. First things first, I have to get a hole drilled into the side of the well casing. Typically, a well installer will actually weld a hole through the well casing. So this is not ideal, but it's the way most DIYers will do it, is to get a hole saw to put a hole through it. It's not quite deep enough. And this is straight up clay. Oh, it's the clay they put down here. I thought we just had like a random patch of clay, but it's literally the bentonite clay they poured down here after they had drilled the well casing. So this clay helps protect the well from any contaminants. All right, I'm below 4 feet now. I'm still gonna put insulation in here, but I'm gonna try drilling with a hammer drill. I feel like that's gonna be my best bet for getting through this. This is already really dumb. It won't stay still at all. I'm gonna be in here all day. This is not working the way I wanted it to. It's not staying in the hammer drill, so I'm gonna try a different drill. The hole drill is meant for metal, but I'm wondering if this piece in the middle is actually made for metal. Okay. Could have broken my wrist there, but did I get it in? Okay. Step number 1, first hole. Let's see if I can, I mean, it's working now. It's working. People normally use like a liquid oil, like a motor oil, but that's not good for the well. And you can also use like a canola oil or an olive oil. But I thought I would try something solid. Don't know if it's silly or not, but I feel like it'll stay on versus just pouring down. I don't know if this is working. I guess it is working though. I'm getting close. Yay! I did it! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It wasn't as tricky as I thought it was going to be. Even though it was tricky, I literally thought I was going to be drilling into this for like hours. Imagine I drilled the wrong size of hole. Could you imagine? So this threaded part is going to be coming through this hole from the inside, and the water is going to flow from the bottom through here. This top part here, it literally goes nowhere. This is just so you can install the Pitless adapter. I just got up here and realized the seal fell off. What the heck? Where'd it go? Found it. It was under this. Next up, I need to prepare the pump. So the pump is used, which is fine. I just have to get this blue pipe off. Yay, okay. There we go. Next up is to put the poly pipe on. Today was just a short day because I did some shopping this morning and I had a meeting this afternoon, and I also just like ran out of the things that I need, which I didn't realize. I need this piece and I need the piece that goes in here that attaches to the poly pipe. So I'm gonna come back to you tomorrow. I have the hole taped up. Good morning. Oh my gosh, we're gonna install the well today. Things are looking up. I'm still not feeling great. I'm still trying to give myself grace that I can move slower. But this morning I would actually like to get our 911 or emergency number up on the road. Right now I just have something spray painted, and our daughter is taking a bus home from school today here, because we were supposed to be moving here this week in the trailer and we're not. So I might as well utilize the bus because it'll give me an extra 20 minutes at the end of the day. I won't be able to get here early enough in the morning to utilize it in the morning, but I can use it in the afternoon. So I just have to get that number up so I know where they're going. The plywood sign kind of got hidden behind all the foliage and people haven't been able to find it. So, by the way, I don't have pressure treated wood on me. So this is, I guess, another temporary solution. That's done, and my friend Ben is going to be here in 2 hours to come help me lower this pump into the well. So I have to get it all set up and ready to go in 2 hours. I was definitely procrastinating a little bit. They want the pump 42 feet below grade, and where the pipe is going to sit is 4 feet below grade. And then I'm going to subtract a couple extra because he said there was fractured rock below 40 feet and there's waters at 17 feet below elevation, which is pretty good. I need this black pipe. I think I'm going to do it at 36 feet. Next up is this torque arrestor. This goes a foot above the pump to keep it from spinning. It shouldn't spin, but it's just the extra precaution. So this needs to be the diameter of the well, so 6 inches. And then the wire just goes in between, kind of thing. Next up, we have these plastic pieces. They separate the main hose from the wire from the rope. And I have 4 of them. I'm supposed to do them every 10 feet. Next up, time to install the Pitless adapter to the end of our hose here. So the water comes up through here and out through here. So this is going to be on the inside of the well casing, and this is going to be on the outside of the well casing. Using Teflon tape, this always messes me up. I just watched 3 YouTube videos on it. As I'm facing the thread, you're supposed to go clockwise. Okay, I think I did it. I think that's good. I realized I did this wrong. You're supposed to install your Pitless adapter before you install your poly pipe. So this is just, I guess, easier for install. So I'm gonna just take this poly pipe off and install the Pitless adapter, and then you pull this part out. This part comes apart. Okay, time to install this into the well casing. I just have to take these 3 off, and then this gets installed with a T. Ben should be here soon. I have everything laid out, set up, and ready to go. I sent a video to my friend who's a well tech, and he just told me to stagger these. And then I taped up the excess metal around this one and this one. Everything's laid out. And I just taped up the metal excess here as well so that it doesn't rub the rope and break it. This is on the T's so that it can just be slid right back in, and this will untwist and come back out after. And I have my excess wire and I have my excess rope just tied to a well seal so that it doesn't fall right in. Okay, I have Ben
Hello.
here. You guys would have seen him last year when I dropped the tree back there. Yeah, so he's gonna help me lower this in. Can we get a little bit more slack on that wire? There we go. Okay, that's good. It's just sliding right in.
Yeah.
Oh, I just heard it hit the water.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Okay, I need a little bit more slack on this wire right here. Perfect. That's good. Okay, so I'm gonna have to turn this way. Yeah, I guess this part is the tricky part. I gotta get it close to the wall here.
Okay.
And do you see how it like is supposed to hook in? Like along the wall, there's like a lip for it to hook into.
Oh, I do see, yeah.
Yeah, so I gotta get it over. Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I just needed some extra wiggling. We did it, high five. Woo! And it's installed. Yay! Now to learn how to wire it. Thank you, Ben.
What would you say the hardest part about building this home would be, Biata?
Am I on camera? The hardest part about building this home would be just like carrying the load of everything. Like being a mom, being a wife, like learning all the new things, all of it.
All of it.
All of this.
The holistic approach. I like it.
It's always so nice having friends here to see the progress, but especially Ben, since he's been here from the beginning. He was the first person who saw the land with us. So anyways, I have to continue plumbing. I have to take this piece and put it to the exterior of the Pitless adapter so that the poly pipe can go on this barb here. And tonight I'll pick up the supplies I need to wire it. We dropped a lot of dirt into here. Counterclockwise? No. Clockwise when you're looking at it. Next up, I'm taking my poly tube and I'm gonna fish it through the big O to try to get it to the well. This could be really tricky, I'm not gonna lie. It is all hooked up. Tonight I have to get a double breaker for a temporary use of this wire and then a conduit for this line to go all the way down, and then that is going to also feed into the big O. Good morning, I'm back at it and I got everything that I need for today to try to hook this up into my electrical system. It's just gonna be a temporary hookup, which is kind of difficult to do because I have a 4-wire pump. So I need a control panel to be able to power the pump, which basically takes it from 4 wires down to 3 wires. By the way, I did not know any of this. I'm not an electrician. What I did was I had that friend, remember a few weeks ago when I went and cut down his trees? He told me what I need and kind of explained a few things to me, and then I found a video on YouTube on how to hook up the well pump to the control panel. First things first, I need to get the wire that's coming from the well into the house, and I need to make sure that it's in conduit going down into the ground. Next up, I'm going to fish this PEX tube into the big O so that I can kind of use it as a string to pull the line up. Not working. I think I got it. There it is. Next up is time to hook up the wire from the well pump to this control panel. So this is just temporary. I don't have any of like the pieces that fit in here and the conduit that's supposed to go down. I'm just gonna hook it up for the day and get the water pumped out. Unfortunately, because this pump is a 4-wire pump, it makes for pumping it out just for the day really tricky, and you have to have your control panel, or you should have your control panel. So I'm just gonna get this hooked up for the day. I'll have to re-hook it up at a later date. All right, I'm gonna turn it all on now. This is literally the moment of truth, and I have no clue if it's gonna work. I'm really hoping it does. It was a used pump. Here we go. Hey, it works. Yeah, that's awesome. It's so clear. I'm so excited. I didn't expect it to be that clear. I really didn't. I'm so excited. It works. It's so clear. I know I probably shouldn't do this because I haven't had it tested yet, but I'm so excited. I'm trying it out. I expected this to be murky water. I'm literally so excited and so happy that this is so clear that I really think this just needs to happen. I just filled my tub up before I get in. I'm just gonna pour this, I think it's like a peroxide. It's like 35%, I don't know, down my well. I've been told to pour it down my well. And then after about an hour of it pumping, I'm gonna go get it tested. It's honestly such clean and clear water, but what this is for is any contaminants that came into the well when I installed the pump. And now it's time for my ice cold spring well bath. And what a perfect day for it, because it's like almost 30 degrees today. It's a beautiful fall day. It's gonna be so cold. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. I'm so happy. I'm not gonna lie, this is like one of the coolest experiences. It's not just that I'm like sitting in a bathtub, and it's not just that I like got water from our well. It's all the little things that led up to this point. It's the fact that I learned how a pump works. I could have paid someone $3,000 to install it for me, but if anything ever goes wrong with it, I know how to disconnect it. I know how to pull it up. I know how to put a new one in. I know how the wiring works, and it is just the most incredible feeling because something actually finally worked out. When these screen doors and my front door didn't fit this week, it was such a bummer because I worked so hard getting this home up. Look at this glistening above me. I worked so hard getting this home up, and for them to not fit, I was honestly just so defeated and heartbroken. And to sit in this sunshine and to look over all of the work that I've done here, to actually like sit in it and enjoy it. And I think getting sick this week really helped me realize like, oh my gosh, you need to sit down and enjoy this. You're gonna run yourself into the ground, which is what I did. It just is what I needed to finish off a week. A little victory in the mix. And thank you so much for joining along with me. It means the world to me. Seriously, to be able to do something like this is like literally the coolest thing. So thank you. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, like and comment. And I have so much more work left to do, but for now, I'm gonna just enjoy this, and I will see you next week.